Ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, it's Gussy.
It's Siege.
Well, yes, it is Siege. And Grymm. Grymm is over here behind the camera.
Yep.
Come on, Grymm.
I'm
We're
coming.
working.
I'm just
We're packing
making
our bowl. 420 etiquette.
just making sure that I got things going the way they need to be.
This is kind of like the beginning where everybody's sitting down. We make sure that the film is working right and everybody can see and the lights are down and make sure we're centered. So here's one to making sure everything looks good before we get started.
This guy, huh? You're that guy right now.
I'm that guy.
So it's 420, and you guys are going to kind of gather in the room like it's probably just Siege and me and Grymm right now. But that's okay, because we're smoking a little weed. It's Happy 420 Day, and we are celebrating
Yes.
cannabis.
Cannabis.
We are celebrating cannabis, right?
Or
Amen.
and the magical properties and purposes
Praise the
behind
goddess.
why
Is this in the
we
way?
use it. No, you can't even see it.
Are you sure?
Maybe.
I don't want him to not be able to see Siege's beautiful.
I see everybody.
Okay.
How we looking?
I'm looking good.
Look, there's a
Except
plant in front of me.
I'm
the
camping.
green man.
You. Well, there.
How fitting.
More like Pan. More like Pan. Google Pan.
Roberta says happy 420 puff puff.
Happy 420, Roberta.
For those of you that haven't met Siege yet, he is sieged up, a member of our coven. Pretty much our jack of all trades for us, both physically and spiritually. If we have a physical need that needs to be met as far as home repair or working around the
I was
house.
going to say, be cautious here. But just be
That's
cautious.
good.
That's all I'm saying. Just be cautious.
You know, you give the guy a hammer and he'll build just about anything. And then on the magical side of it, when we're doing ritual or when we're on the road, what was that?
It sounds like CJ, but he's sitting next to us.
Yeah. Oh, the bike.
Loud motorcycle.
When we're gearing up for ceremonies and whatnot, a lot of times he's the one that goes off into the mountains or down to the creeks and onto the beaches to gather the magical items that we're going to use for a ceremony. So
That's right.
Yes, because I'm too much of a princess to do it.
is that how it works?
No. I just.
I am but a lowly minion doing the bidding of the pipe priestess and goddess.
That's right.
I don't even get the pleasure of you telling me where to tell him. It's just go do.
But the thing is, around here, the funny part is, for us, high priestess basically means the person that gets to make the final decision, because somebody's got to. Like that's
what
that's
would
really
Gussy
what it
do?
is,
Mhm.
right? Yeah, they've got this "what would Gussy do" mentality, and if they can't figure it out on their own, they actually ask me sometimes.
I've got the tattoo on my inner thigh.
But what was I about to say?
I don't know.
Oh no!
The
The
jack of all
weed's doing
trades,
its
the
job.
It's
magical-
420. Where is the weed?
I don't know.
Oh,
Camping.
yeah.
We're
Well,
kind of
Tap-
blending
hello?
our
Hello?
daily
Is this thing
live
on?
feed with your which is whiskey and weed that you usually do with Level.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about cannabis once. Well, more than once, actually. But it's often a topic of conversation because Level smokes it for medicinal reasons, as do I, although not qualified anywhere on a piece of paper. And it just, well, we're going to get into that later. But yes, very much so. If you don't know what he's talking about, we have a YouTube channel called Witches, Whiskey, and Weed. And there,
Check it out. Subscribe.
right, there are members of our coven that will sit around this table in this corner or one similar to it. And this is at our covenstead, and we'll talk about all sorts of topics and get into some little spats once in a while. And
Pull your topics from the cauldron
Yeah.
of mystery.
and then sometimes the guys talk about different topics like the sacred masculine and whatnot. So check that out if you're interested. But I'm going to shut up now because I have the pipe. So
Okay, and we're just waiting for a few more people to jump on board. Madison Laney's here for 420 Magic.
Yeah.
Madison.
you've
And,
got to post one of those little pictures of you with your vape.
Mary's here with us as well, and Kelly. and Angela, Michelle Vines. You want to say hi to anybody in that list?
Well, yeah, everyone. There's my friend Elle from high school. Elle is so sweet. We recently came to an agreement that we just sort of need to let all like the high school bullshit go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, well, we both did a long time ago, but
Right.
we just had a reunion last summer that I wasn't able to attend.
Mm-hmm.
That was a long time
It's
ago.
amazing
wasn't
how
it?
that stuff will carry through the years, hidden underneath what you've grown into.
I have an ex-boyfriend that won't accept my friend request.
Okay, he was more than a boyfriend, though. He was.
Well, he was, yes.
He was very much.
He was
expected to be your
intended.
Yes. It was the next thing to an arranged
Soon to
relationship.
be betrothed.
Right, but this is like 36 years ago now. I would think that perhaps we could bury the hatchet. But evidently, there are heartstrings that need attention.
Love hurts.
So we've got some people jumping on board. Do
Yes,
we
we
want
do.
to talk about the subject matter of the day yet?
Yes, we should.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we got all kinds of great people here that I love.
What's in here?
Yo,
Your name's not
fish
Skip.
lady from Cali.
You're next.
Oh, I am.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
Leah's on here, and Holly's on here, and Madison. Well, we know Madison and Mary is here. Carol. Oh, hey, Carol. Carol Graziano.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen you out there fighting the good fight against a lot of people this last, week. Keep it up, Carol. I know
Okay to see Veronica. I think she just joined Purple Door today.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Leah's here with us. So I think we could probably get on topic.
I agree.
We are on topic.
We are.
Yeah.
Literally on topic.
Today we thought, because of it being 420, we would talk a little bit about how marijuana, weed, cannabis, pot, whatever you want to call it, the role that it plays in our coven's life, and not just on a magical level, but on an everyday level, and how it, I don't know, just basically what it means to us and why we partake in it. I'm not saying that you need to, but we do enjoy it.
Right. And we live in Washington State, where it is legal to buy it, legal to smoke it. You don't need a medical card to do so. So, of course, if you're in a state that it's not legal, we're of course not condoning do anything illegal. Right? Does that sound like disclaimer-y enough?
That sounds kind of disclaimer-y enough.
Okay, so
I'll
you
let
guys
you
know,
guys
just
cover that
be
part.
integral.
Do what you will, lest ye harm none.
That's right. But so the reason I smoke weed is it really started helping me to address on a physical level my PTSD, or my complex PTSD. And I think that I would like to try mushrooms at some point under a controlled situation, because I've heard that they are making strides in that area as well.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
And so that's something I'm interested in doing. But as far as any kind of substances or whatever, I don't do anything other than weed. And for me, on a spiritual level, it slows my lanes down. Because I have those 12 lanes of traffic.
Mm-hmm.
I've slowed them down now from 12 to about 8.
Same number of cars, though?
What?
Or is it the same number of
No,
cars
the
on
cars
fewer
are,
lanes?
there's fewer cars. There's fewer cars.
And thus less need for lanes.
Right. But when I do a reading, a lot of times I'll smoke weed, and I know that is not always, not everybody agrees to that, and not everybody responds well to weed. So I'm not saying you're not doing anything right if you don't smoke weed like I do. It's just the way I handle it.
Now, you mentioned you would like to try mushrooms at some point. I think you have been on that quest a couple of times, haven't you, as far as mushrooms go?
Yeah.
Do you see a correlation between the two, marijuana and mushrooms, as far as spirituality goes?
Oh yeah, absolutely. it opens up new receptors inside of your brain. It literally can shift the way you think, the way you perceive your reality. It opens up a receptor where I think this way. This is my set thought. I'm following this course. And then all of a sudden that shuts off and you're in this completely different direction.
Mm-hmm.
And like literally people have life-changing revelations under the influence of both of those. And you don't have to, on mushrooms, have to take a large amount. Right now, what they're using in medical usage is microdosing, just like a little bit every day.
Mm-hmm.
Not even enough to notice the difference,
Mm-hmm.
but it
On a
pushes.
physiological level.
Yeah,
Right.
like you're not, oh,
Yeah, you're not like,
what's happening? The turtles
Yeah.
are flying. You
Yeah.
don't have none of that.
Right.
You don't even necessarily get the body high
right.
that can come with a decent, like, gram and a half of mushrooms mixed with some chocolates. You know, you feel it, but with the microdosing, you don't even necessarily have to feel
Mm-hmm.
what it's doing. It's still working
On a micro level.
Yeah, it's working on those electrical connections in your brain.
So how many different species of mushroom? How many different kinds of mushrooms will have that hallucinogenic effect? Is there only like one, or are there several, or
If
do you know that answer? It's okay if
I
you
was
don't.
gonna say
'Cause I don't know.
psilocybe, I think, is like the family, the genus,
Yeah.
whatever that
Yep.
professional name is
Yep.
for the kind of mushrooms that make you trip.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I'm gonna go hop on my mushroom ID forum
We should
tonight
do
and
that.
find out some more information
That'd be a
on that.
great post.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we can throw that in my next synced up post.
I agree. And then post it on the Purple Door.
Absolutely.
And then post it on Coven Up. See?
Spread
Happy.
the knowledge,
We
spread
got
the
this.
word.
I actually
know.
had a small jar that a friend had made, and they took, I want to say, like maybe a gram of some cubensis, and had ground them up and mixed them with honey, about this much honey, and just take a teaspoon a day, and I never had any head change. And how do you explain, like, clearer thinking, just different thinking? You find yourself walking down different paths in your mind that you've never entertained before, and you're like, why did I never think of it like that?
What kind of paths do you find yourself walking down? Paths that are worth exploring, or ones that make you go, ha 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 ha?
No, I'm talking like paths of
That
Man,
sounds familiar.
I'll tell you what, mushrooms can be a great teacher if you're conscious of the lesson that's being taught. Now, I'm firmly of the belief that there's no such thing as a bad trip, but sometimes there's some hard lessons to be learned.
Mhm.
So if you're having a bad trip, you got to look at how that trip directly relates to what's happening in your life, and how you're being brought in your consciousness aware of it through the teachers of the mushrooms. And so much insight can be gained
Mhm.
when you stop to look at how it applies. I've been in states where I've been able to step inside of somebody else's shoes and walk their path and forgive them for wrongdoings they've done me, because I'm open enough now to understand how they came to the point that they wronged me in that way. So yeah, it can open those paths to different thinking.
You know, it's interesting because
The mushrooms wronged you, or who were the bad guys?
The person, whoever I needed to learn the lesson
Who
from,
were the bad
somebody that I'd
The
wronged, or
mushrooms?
someone that had wronged me.
there was a time in my life where mushrooms were more of a novelty for getting high and tripping on, and I've never explored them for any other purpose than that, for a spiritual standpoint.
Well, I have some sisters on the Purple Door, and some of them are on this list that are following us right now, that have said they're going to, if we all would have a chance to try it sometime,
Mm-hmm.
that we would like to just nibble on a little mushroom.
Do it all as a group.
Yeah, and just and have people there that we trust that
Right.
that are there to help us.
Hey, and we are in the Pacific Northwest. Come fall, we can find azurescens and cyanescens aplenty in local public parks. It's amazing how well they're cultured with wood chips in certain areas. Don't absolutely do not go unless you know exactly what you're looking for. You know how to take a spore print and correctly identify, or unless you know somebody you absolutely trust with your life to do that for you. I cannot explain the importance of how quickly the wrong mushroom will mess or end your life up.
And at this point, you would also have to say you would never openly endorse anybody other than yourself using mushrooms. You're talking about your experience with them.
Absolutely.
So you can rent Sieged Up for a low price. We will send him to you on a motorcycle, and he will take you mushroom hunting.
We're
Mushroom
getting off
hunting.
topic. We need to be talking about the 420.
I
the
know.
Spring Goddess.
Yeah, we do.
My
We do.
lady lover, the one who I share with everyone.
The
We have
one-
an abusive relationship. I hit her a couple of times. She comes back and kicks my ass. Mary Jane. I love her.
That was insane.
Does your bike know this?
Yeah, my bike
Okay.
knows.
All right. Just as long as the bike knows, because there's a tryst going on.
Man.
It's a polyamorous relationship.
What about you? What about you with cannabis?
It's interesting because once again, back in my youth, weed was something I used to get high with. That was the entire purpose behind it, and it was always the joke that we used to sneak behind the church before school to get high,
Right.
and then sneak behind the church before second period, and again before third period. So it really wasn't anything other than just a high experience for me. And then when Brittany, my oldest daughter, was conceived, I decided to clean my life up and stop the drinking and stop the weed use, smoking anything really other than cigarettes. And it wasn't until 20 some odd years later when my daughter Brittany reintroduced me to the wonders of weed, and I realized that it has really started to open up my ability to inwardly reflect.
Right. I don't know that we would have gone through this awakening process that we are if it hadn't been for... Well, I don't know, that's not true, because our children are experiencing it too. Like, I know, and we don't smoke weed in
We don't
front of the
smoke with our
children.
children. It's not like
So-
that at all.
No.
So I know I see you guys. Love you. Go be quiet somewhere.
Speak of the little devils.
There they are.
They were just getting ready to walk outside and get a little bit more fresh air and saw us filming.
Anyways, what were we just saying?
Just how
Bring
I
me
have
back.
I've allowed it to now give me the ability to easier reflect inwardly when
Right.
I'm trying to analyze issues.
Right. Right. I think that's super important too.
And then
I
there's
don't know
mushrooms.
that I would have reached some of these black boxes that we've been talking about on the shelf myself. I mean, I don't
I
know
can
that
see-
everybody would need that. I'm not saying go out.
Because for you, it slowed the lanes down.
It slowed the lanes down.
Gives
right.
you an opportunity to think things through a little bit
Right.
smoother to
Right.
A further conclusion.
Right.
Okay. For
Right.
me, it allows a little more just turning the outside world off long enough for me to focus on my own mind,
Right.
And your creativity.
my creativity.
Which is also slowing down the lanes. It's just a
Yeah,
different way of
it is.
saying.
It is.
Creates a focus.
But I just watched a video today. I wish I
Right.
could remember where I saw it at. It was the 10 myths of marijuana, and one of the myths of marijuana is it helps you be creative. They claim that that's a myth. They say that most people that say that just have perception that they're being creative.
It's like
Okay.
we also all think we're philosophers.
Well, that's true. That's
Our
true.
high guy moments. We're all
The
like,
same people that want to discredit that are the ones that put out how, we got to try and find some way to get rid of the creative gene because also.
Oh no, they
comes
weren't.
with
They
crazies
weren't
and-
trying to. They weren't.
those hippie people.
No, this 10 myths about marijuana was really fair and balanced myths about marijuana, such as the first myth being why it's illegal, and it was going back to the racism, and then the other one was all weed is the same is a common misconception, and they go into the reasons why different marijuanas and different strains do different things.
Only a non-smoker would think that.
Right?
If you guys are gonna find this funny. I know I've told some of you, but I really didn't start smoking weed legitimately, other than like occasionally at a party. I didn't even have my first weed ever until I was in college, which I think is kind of late for a lot of people.
Personally versus socially.
Yeah. And that was one time, and then I didn't smoke again until I was like 32. Literally.
Really?
Yeah. And that was just occasionally I was going through a divorce, and I'd go out with my friends, and boy, that looked like everybody was enjoying themselves and relaxing. So I would do it once in a while, but.
Well, you were still playing the role of good school teacher.
Right, I was. And then not until recently, like
Our
the
oldest daughter.
last 3 years or so, have I really been smoking religiously in the evening mostly.
Let's see. Roberta says indica or sativa or mix. Which do you prefer?
Indica.
I think for me, it depends on what I want to do. I like the energetic sativa, head thinking high sometimes more than anything else, but I don't know.
I think I need a hybrid. I think
you like the hybrid.
I love that stuff. It's hard to find. White Widow.
I don't know which strain that one is.
It's like one of those early strains, like one of the original strains.
Is that the one that Level is?
No, it's the one that our daughter Buggy told us about. She brought it home one time, and it was like really hard to find since then.
Mm.
I think it's called White Widow. Somebody out there probably knows that answer.
White Widow's pretty good. I've seen White Widow before.
And
but you do tend to prefer the hybrids, don't you?
I do, because I feel like sometimes indica for me takes me a little too out there in the zone, so I've got to be careful. But sativas will sometimes take me way down, and I'm way depressed. So I find that somewhere in the middle.
Or you'll get panic attacks.
Yeah,
I've seen you get panic attacks.
Well, that's usually when I'm
indica.
Indica.
You do a reverse. Most people, if you aren't familiar, think of indica as it puts you in the couch, whereas the sativa is like the working man's high, and it obviously varies with every person's.
But it earns that reputation for
through being most easily identified by doing that to the majority of people.
Right, but for you, it tends to beat you in the opposite end. The indicas.
Well, that's why I have to have a mix. And at first, I thought it was straight up indica level, and I talked about that quite a bit. But once I started smoking it, and I realized that I had to sort of level myself out in the middle.
Now, does it help? I know you've said it before, that it does help you with your readings because it slows the lanes down in your head.
Right.
But does it help you with your readings for any other reason? Does it have a spiritual connection to ancestor, or with CJ? Same thing. Does it have a spiritual enhancement for you in that regard?
I think anybody that smokes weed after a while will say that they've experienced a high guy moment.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, a lot of times those high guy moments, I do feel like I'm connected to the divine a little more openly. Like the information I'm getting isn't just, from my subconscious necessarily, but also connected to my higher self, and therefore into the divine, into the one or the all, or whatever you want to call that.
And you feel that marijuana has allowed you to do that from time to time with your high guy moments.
Right, because when I channeling to me feels, if I'm in a natural state without any kind of cannabis in my system, or, my channeling will often feel as if I'm kind of having a light out-of-body experience.
Right.
And I feel disconnected from here and pulled that way. So
that's when you ask for anchors.
And that's normal. So then when I smoke weed... Right,
and that is when you do ask for anchors, too, is when you're not smoking them.
No, it's since I've started smoking weed, I've asked for anchors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because when I'm not smoking weed, I'm, fairly grounded, but I'm just sort of in and out. But I can get farther with cannabis use. I just want to make sure, if it's a seance situation, I don't want something to get out of control.
And it's where you have your anchor places.
It needs to have somebody to tether back in.
They're
screaming?
Playing.
Okay.
It's playful screaming.
Right. Just in case.
Neighborhood adults going,
It could be the neighbor house burning down, playful screaming, but it's playful still. There's no panic in it.
That's funny.
You gotta wait. Count to 5.
Michael Scott Peterson says hi.
Hey!
Hi, Michael.
Pamela's watching. Leah's watching.
When
High guy moment. Leah wants to know what that is. I think high guy moment means various things to different people.
Yeah, for me, high guy moments like driving on 30 miles out of my way to go get something and realize that I don't have what I need to bring it back, or the tool that I needed to remove it is not with me, and now like
so it's just
damn,
base brain.
High guy moment.
my high guy
You went
moment,
to go get gas, but left your wallet at the damn house.
for me, having a high guy moment means like plugging into the collective and feeling like I have all the answers to all the questions that anybody ever.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
My high guy moments usually involve, I think I could probably hack that system.
You're right. You're right. You're right. And we come up with some great ideas, and we're both too apathetic to write them down. And we're like, you'll remember
that's where
this,
we
right?
think we're being creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Because we
That's
don't
when
really know.
when you've had too many hits and crossed that point.
There you go.
You should see when the 3 of us are together around my decorating table. He gets drawing or polishing a stone or doing something with leather, and he's drawing pictures, and I'm flipping tarot cards, and we're all smoking weed, and whoever happens to be on the phone with me at the time gets the pleasure of the 3 of us, our company,
Sitting at the table.
and our, we just kind of go into our artsy zones at that point. I'm going to start doing, I used to do soul painting.
Soul painting?
Yep. I would do like when somebody's sitting there.
A brain fart, Sonia says.
Instead of
brain fart, yeah.
instead of reading with tarot cards, I used to just get my chalk out and like feel their energy and draw it as I felt it.
Ooh.
And then
What would you draw
explaining it, I had white paper.
Oh, wow.
With
I'd
chalk.
love to see. Do you have any images of those? We're going to have to do that again. I volunteered. Me first.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. I haven't done it in I don't know. The last time I did it was there was a little New Age
Spirit
store.
Shocks.
There you. Ooh, I like that name.
I like it too.
The
You heard it first. Right
you
here.
did. Jackson, Michigan had a little New Age shop that was opening, and she called me up and she wanted me to do something, and she's like, well, I've already got like 3 tarot readers, and I already have this, that, this, that, this, that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do that's different? And I said, well, I can like draw energy.
Draw.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it starts usually. Is that. So, I might try it again. Anybody want to be a guinea pig besides
Too
him?
late. You already have a volunteer.
Oh, good.
So let's start there.
Our time delay's slower today, or shorter today.
Michael Scott Peterson says, my high guy is like, oh, that's a great idea, and then forgetting it seconds later.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I gotta write that down.
Yeah.
What was I writing down?
Yeah.
Yep. I have to. It's funny when we're sitting around the table talking, and it doesn't have to be with marijuana involved at all. It's just our typical absent-mindedness. We have to do what's called codex the conversation sometimes, where we get booked, the conversation's completely forgotten mid-breath.
Especially me, because I don't have a rewind. I have to use him or him to rewind, or whoever happens to be sitting.
Yep. So, can we codex that one? So that puts me on the spot going, shit, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a joke.
Okay.
It was a joke.
Yeah, obviously.
Back me up, man. Let's see. Christina says, I want you to draw my energy, please. And then Pamela Hunter Morris says, as a non-smoker, I'm learning a lot. I've never been high.
You don't have to smoke to get high. Go if it's legal where you're at and there's a marijuana store, go take a walk down. say, I don't want to be a smoker. I'd like to try this. I don't want to get baked out of my skull. What do you have that I can ingest? They will hook you up with a plethora of candies or chocolates or
Teas.
gummies or teas or soda pops or... It's amazing what they do with marijuana right now. Start low, like trust your bud tenders. They are not there to drive you away with getting so stoned that you never come back again. They want you to come check it out, to feel safe, to learn, to educate yourself, and to put yourself in a better being. There's a plethora out there. There are salads worth of marijuana. There's everything for everything that you can possibly imagine. Trust your bartender. Tell them what you're going through in your personal life. I'm stressed about this. I'm having this.
Sage!
They'll work on you.
Whatever this is, we need the other kind.
He was having a high guy moment.
That is a trust your bartender.
Trust your bartender.
If you learn nothing else this evening, trust your bartender.
That was pretty good.
I'm telling you, I love you.
Bartenders.
He is very passionate about.
Leah says that you and her must be on the same wavelength.
You guys kind of are, actually. That's true. That's really funny. And I already forgot what I. Oh, I kind of started with high tea. You mentioned tea, and that was like a nice start because I didn't even really notice any change in my like state of mind.
It comes on a little bit slower.
Yeah. So I started with that and kind of just gradually moved up. I still occasionally from time to time will drink some high tea, but I'm sort of running out of it.
Uh-oh. Hint, hint.
Okay.
Right? Christina says
so?
She doesn't smoke it, but due to pain and sleep issues, occasionally she has edibles that she tries to help with those. And Casey says she uses it to talk to her higher self. You want to see with Pamela, that's where we're at now.
Alabama, nothing is legal here. I would love to try a non-smoking version. And Casey says she does higher self or inner self. She uses it to talk to. Christina says, I will say I become pretty creative when I have my edibles. Michael Scott Peterson says, before I started smoking, I used sage. Before I started smoking, I used mugwort.
Yeah. And you still will mix the two.
They're in the same family.
You'll still mix the two from time to time, or even just smoke mugwort on its own before readings. Not as often, though.
No, not as often. Only because we have it packed away.
I still
You
find...
packed away the
I
mugwort.
did pack away the mugwort for a trip.
I still find that sage and cedar give me a definite head change every time
I agree.
when it's rolling over me. It puts me in a different space.
Does it have to be the smoke of it, or could you be in a field of sage or in a forest of cedar and feel any kind of altering?
It's the smoke. I'll tell you what, because I have harvested a bunch of sage, and when you harvest it, usually I've done it like right after the first frost and all the water's dropped out and it's just filled with its oils, and it's really pungent, and it almost gives you a headache. It's so strong.
Right.
But once it's dried, boy, as long as you don't overfill a space with that smoke, it's...
And I've noticed a difference with the sage that you and I will harvest off the farmlands in eastern Washington versus what we would buy in the store, as far as...
Like white sage versus a prairie sage.
Right. And how that overall feels when that smoke gets going.
I actually just collected a little bit of purple sage today. There's going to be a post on... Which one is it?
We Are Covened Up.
We Are Covened Up. There's going to be a post about the purple sage here on We Are Covened Up pretty soon that I harvested today.
Cool.
Now, when you harvested, did you go off into the mountain? Did you find it in a meadow?
No. I was really fortunate. We have all kinds of herbal things all littering the streets throughout our lovely community, and sometimes there's as much education down one block as you can get through 5 years of studying books if you're willing to start doing some research on everything you walk by. And so I got a little bit of that today, and I'm going to put a little bit more research into it than just burning it for clearing space. And so there'll be more information on that soon.
Okay. Purple sage.
Purple sage.
Cool.
Also, I know we had a question about mugwort. I'll say this. There are 2 substances, well, 3. I've smoked sage, as we were just talking about. Mugwort is actually a little bit of it has a slight hallucinogenic effect to you.
When you say slight, mostly it's like just a slight altering.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Like, it just kind of takes the edge off.
Right.
And it really helps with lucid dreaming, too.
Yeah, lucid dreaming. It's a witch's herb, and it's used for protection, and it's used for, clarity and being able to see a broader spectrum in dream time, essentially. So it's really helpful herb. We like to keep it dried when we find it.
It can be used as a tea in case you want a smoker.
Absolutely. But the other one is catnip. Did you know you can smoke catnip?
I did.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, we actually had the great idea to roll doobies out of catnip, thinking that it was going to get us high, and it didn't. And it's very harsh. Don't ever
it's not
think.
Easy.
Is this something that you'd want to just sort of maybe sprinkle a little on top of some tobacco or on top of some sage or something?
Yeah,
or
I think
is the idea of smoking catnip? I've heard of it, but never given it a shot.
It's kind of like you have to smoke copious amounts of it to feel any effect.
Okay.
Your lungs would be better off not to go into that.
But I know some people do smoke catnip, so if you do smoke catnip, cool.
Maybe as a mix in with some mugwort and sage, toss in. Maybe.
Right. All the coven cats would be like,
they aren't already.
Crazy. Right?
Now it's written down, AJ, high T. Yep, there's that hint. It's going to haunt me.
Nice, cool. Loves chat. Somebody's laughing. Oh, Beth says try a mix of mugwort, damiana, and kava kava as a tea. It's great for divination.
Oh, kava kava, yeah.
I'm not sure.
That's a good suggestion.
I don't know where it comes from. My son's mother used to have it loose leaf, and we would make tea, and it's a head changer too.
Okay.
Not like whoa, but it's a different
Whoops, am I still
just
here?
a different type of mellow, or
it's a different headspace. Like I like. Sometimes people say high. I like to think there's highs, but then there's headspaces and being connected to the different surroundings around you than you normally are.
Just a different perspective.
A different perspective, but still
that's something that we talk
going
about.
Through sober and clear and thinking just kind of like mushrooms, just down different tracks of where you normally do.
Okay.
Let me catch you guys up on some of these things.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Holly says she misses living in the country. Michael Scott Peterson says astral projection too. That's probably associated with mugwort, I'm thinking.
I think that's for the lucid dreaming and astral projection.
Sonia says don't use catnip if you're preggers, and she's right about that. Thanks for bringing that up, Sonia. Holly's growing catnip for her cat. Kay Sparkles said, do you like, and this is something I can't answer, wild lettuce leaf, blue lotus, or kratom? I like the mixture, as well as kava kava.
I'm going to have to do some research.
We'll do some
That's
research.
a combination that I'm not aware of.
We will. Christina, I never can say your middle name. Pilksog. Is that right? Morris says, you should start a journal next time the 3 of you are high together and take turns writing down what you come up with.
What was that? I missed that one.
She wants us to keep a journal the next time the 3 of us are high together and write down our ideas.
Oh,
Are you going to be our manager? We need a manager.
We've got 364,429 pieces of paper.
Yeah. Christina, on your next weekend off,
Yearly.
when this thing is lifted, just come on over. You know we're in Port Townsend. Just come on over. I'll show you where all the paper piles are. And you can just dig through.
Please.
We kind of move from one spot of the coven to the next, moving from table to table. And...
Where was that at? It's over in that shuffled pile there.
Yeah. No. That was the red notebook period.
Well, so much of what we do, though, is so... when we want to put on a witch's ball or a public ceremony or anything like that, so much research and thought and ideas and dreams and wants go into it that there's no way we can pull it all off. So it gets written down and...
Well, I mean, for every idea that is actually materializes during the end event, there were 100 that didn't materialize.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weed might help that.
We are so blessed right now. I'm about to have like...
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Christina says she wants to come over and organize it for us. It's her OCD.
I don't want your OCD to kill you.
We are, you say that. You don't pan the room.
No. It's funny. We're in the Covenstead, but this is the living room / art room / studio filming room.
It all looks like this.
And it's all on wheels for the most part.
I just got out of the thing.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
But that's okay. We can keep talking to you.
Yeah, we can.
The phone does it.
Look how tech savvy I am.
Yes. Have you lost your connection?
We had gone over it. Marijuana was my spiritual teacher. It opened me up to a completely different lifestyle. I was raised very dogmatic, and marijuana slowed me down to pay attention to the littlest things that were happening around me and really opened my spiritual connection to the earth and the living things, everything, beings, creation, everything that's here.
Can I ask you
became in my awareness.
Are you aware of this thread?
A question in regards to that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Without getting uber personal and all of that, when did you find that marijuana switched to more of a natural, organic part of your magic life versus just being something that you're getting high on?
I want to say, let's see, my son was born when I was 27, and I actually still have the journal, so
he's a
I want to say through the 26, my year 26, circling the sun.
Yeah.
I can even read it in my journal from the beginning to the end, my shift in consciousness. In my pursuit to get high, I was chasing a marijuana trim job down. And I was on the West Coast. I was, let's see, I was in Santa Cruz, California.
Okay.
And some guy came down there, hey man, you need a trim job, dude. Our farms are out ready to explode and we need trimmers up on our farm.
kind of trim.
So we went north to go trim, me and a couple other guys. We hitchhiked.
All time. She's sitting here.
You're chasing some trim in your mind? Yeah. It's a trim farm, baby. She's all shades of red.
That is my bippity boppity Gussy.
I'm not coming out, Colorado.
So we went all the way up to Humboldt County into Arcata, California. And while waiting for this guy to come and organize us for the trim job, I ended up tree sitting in the redwoods and defending ancient redwood trees from being illegally clear cut by a timber company out in the Northern California area.
I very well at that time in my life could have been holding one of the chainsaws.
What's that?
I'm saying, looking back on it at that time in my life, I probably could have been holding one of the chainsaws.
Potentially. I found myself in the top of those trees really high and watching everything go around me with no concept of time beyond sunset and sundown, and came to major awakenings watching everything happen around me, just elevated by this amazing homegrown marijuana that kept coming up to the tree to us.
No sense of time.
What did I miss?
No sense of time.
Did you need mustard seed or what? as
This
well?
is the altered state that you're in. You had no sense of time except for that of sunset and sundown.
Yeah.
Those are the same things.
Sunset. I meant sun up and sundown. Yeah.
He
My
just-
guy moment.
That's funny.
Too funny. Oh my gosh.
So I want to ask the same question of you, because I know when you first started smoking weed again, it was actually when our daughter Buggy talked you into it a few years ago. It didn't start out as a spiritual thing for you. When did that transition from a high mellowing you out to part of your spiritual path, Gussy?
Huh? What?
I knew it.
I was reading all these things.
I'm still laughing at the trim job.
Stop! I don't want to remember that.
Buggy reintroduced you.
Yes.
Buggy
Marijuana Hutchin.
Yes.
Buggy
That shit.
reintroduced you to marijuana, not so much as for any other reason than just, hey, Mom, get high with me. And when did it start going from getting high to, hey, this is making my body and my mind feel better, to spiritual?
Well, I remember. I remember feeling really good at night when we would only smoke at night, right before bed, and it just relaxed my mind so much that I didn't end up. I snore when I sleep,
Only
And-
a little.
and I end up when I've smoked before I sleep, I don't tend to snore quite as much, and I feel more rested in the morning. So it started that way, but also after I smoked for a while, I started getting like, and you and I kind of started at the same time, but we'd get these aches.
Mm-hmm.
And it would go from like one spot to the next. It almost like, I called it voodoo doll pains. It felt very much like I was getting stabbed with a pin somewhere. And when I consulted with our daughter, who is certified in a gazillion different ways, marijuana stuff, so she can give advice about medical marijuana, she said, yeah, and it was the CBD and the zoobida bop that makes your muscle go and zoop bop beat. So, in technically, speaking, it does something to places that you've experienced injury. It helps do some recellular
Helping somehow.
Yes, right.
There's a magic to it.
Right. And so once it started hurting, we would almost track it because it would be similar. Sometimes it was our teeth. Sometimes it was an ear. A lot of times it was knees.
Mm-hmm.
And now we don't really experience that anymore like we did.
Now it's our brain.
Yeah, no.
The trade-off.
Madison knows what we're talking about.
Trim brain. I mean...
Trim brain.
let's see where we at.
In trouble with the FCC.
Yeah, probably. How long are we keeping these people here? Maybe
I don't
we
know.
should.
We're down to just 9 people. It looks
Okay.
like there's just the diehards are sticking it out with us, which is wonderful. But we are running probably into our
Oh, it's
hour
8 o'clock.
mark. We managed to pull it off for an entire hour.
Yeah, we did.
Well.
And Madison was here the whole time. We gotta say, woo, woo, woo! She had to set an alarm in order to do this. I'm not saying that because I'm picking on you or being judgy. I'm proud of you because
We know.
I
made
know
it
how hard that
happen.
is. Yeah, made it happen, sister.
Small goals,
Right.
small successes, add them up. You got a basket full of happy.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right.
Congratulations, and I'm proud of you, Madison, for coming on board with us today and opening up your eyes to a bigger world than just your home right now.
What?
I know she's feeling really trapped and inside of herself right
How do
now.
you know? You haven't talked to her.
Because I hear the conversations.
You should.
Moreover than that, it's a coronavirus. We're all kind of.
Oh, there's that part. There is that. Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest.
I'm just
Madison,
teasing
I
you
know.
anyways.
Madison is the reason that I was able to maintain my friendship with somebody back in my times when it was very difficult to maintain that friendship.
Right.
Because it was her love of her of my family and my love for her that allowed some things to be forgiven.
Right.
I think that's the easiest way for me to put it. Does that make sense?
No,
Good.
but I've been smoking weed, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, I think that's it.
Yep, I think we're
Okay.
good. Oh, hello, Hannah.
Oh, Hannah.
Hannah.
We were just gonna like say adios.
You made it just in time. You get the song and dance.
Who is our special guest today? Hannah has.
Oh yes, Hannah. Hello. Is not our special guest.
No.
Siege is our special guest, and we didn't even say he's part of our coven.
Yeah.
He's part of our Twisted Travels, that our adventure that's going to start as soon as they lift this travel ban and we can get out on the road.
Yep.
And he's the guy that's going to be doing a lot of like foraging and teaching and
The seed work and
yeah.
helping plan the peace garden or the health garden across the country with us. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah, get right on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we got to get some seeds. Yay.
We've got help. We've got help
Yes, we do.
So we're
Our
really
network
excited
is coming
about-
together.
working with our.
Oh, hi, Level.
As soon as this is lifted, Port Townsend, here I come.
All righty, we expect to see you here, Christina. And that isn't just because you think you want to organize us and help us, and we appreciate that, but it's just because you're a happy, shiny face, and we like to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Absolutely. Okay. Well, I think, are we done?
I think so. We're going to say
Excellent.
goodbye now.
Thanks,
Okay.
everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks
You're
for joining
wonderful.
us, Siege.
We-
We love you.
Absolutely.
And
Thanks
again,
for
we'll
having me.
be back again tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
Love you.
Love you too.
Thanks for doing it.
What? Nothing. Did I say
Did
something?
you go
No,
turn off
nothing.
the camera?
Oh, yeah, the camera.
And just like on Witches, Whiskey, and Weed, we've been saying stay magical, because we want you to stay magical. But also go back and watch Witches, Whiskey, and Weed on our YouTube channel, and you'll get to see Level, myself, and another member of our coven named Bunny. And sometimes there's the guys, Siege, Grymm, and Danger Dup. So take a peek.
Please don't toke and drive your broom.
Please do not. Please do not. Stay magical. Bye.